Hi, friends, you're welcome back. Yes, here in this channel is always happy mood. Happy mood, okay? Happy mood as we read and analyze books. Happy mood as we review books. So, what are we talking about today? We are talking about Michelle Obama. You know that book, Becoming? When I actually saw that book the first time, Becoming, I was like, oh, Becoming, what are we becoming? Becoming what, actually? But after reading that book, Becoming, I no longer see that title, Becoming. I now see the title, Michelle Obama, because that book put me through her life. That's like her autobiography. It's her life. She basically carried me all through the journey from when she was little to when she was in the White House and even after the White House. And I learned a lot of things in Becoming, which I would like to share. So, my review today is basically, in fact, we are analyzing the book. We are analyzing the book in this video. Thorough analysis of my encounter, my experience with the book. Okay, let's start from Michelle when she was very little. That boldness she exhibited, the boldness she carried, the way she actually carried herself, like she's always very sure of what she's experiencing, what she's saying, what she's feeling. She's always very very sure of her feelings, and she says them unapologetically. She expresses them unapologetically. The one that really struck me so much was when she was in school. That should be kindergarten when she was very little, and she was told to pronounce white, like class assessment, and she was not able to do that. But she actually went home and practiced it, and went back the next day to school and asked for an opportunity to come out in front of the class to show that yes, she can actually pronounce that word. And to me, I was like, wow, the boldness to meet your teacher, to ask your teacher to give you another chance, not even that day, the next day. That's something I wouldn't even imagine, like, I wouldn't imagine myself doing it. And I know that so many adults, like, having that kind of boldness it really takes a lot of courage for us to be that kind of boldness. I was really true that 4 years old Michelle, like, going to ask for that opportunity, and she was given that opportunity. So what I actually learned there, whatever you ask for from life, actually, most of the times you get it, like, demand for what you want from life, and life will actually give it to you. Then also, I can remember it also took me back to when I was in primary school. When I was in primary school, then I wasn't too bright in class. I wasn't really a bright student, and then um, we used to do a reading assessment by coming out in front of the class to read. And when you're not able to read, you actually stand in front of the class for a very long time, and sometimes the teachers, depending on the teachers, they might actually ask the whole class to sing and make jest of you. And that kind of attitude can really bring in depression to students and make you not being able to want to try next time. Like, because just like the whole class laughing at you for not being able to read. But then I imagined Michelle in that position and coming back the next day and meeting your teacher and also asking for the opportunity to prove yourself that you can actually do this. So I actually commended her. And that was when I knew that no, like, her story would be very interesting. Be a very interesting story. Her story, her life story would be a very inspiring one if she can actually exhibit this kind of boldness from four. Also recalling when she had this encounter with her aunt Ruby during the piano lesson, when she was telling her aunt that she's actually ready to practice this particular song, and the aunt was like, she's not ready yet. That she and Michelle, not even she the aunt, that she and Michelle wasn't ready yet to do that. That it's not time for her. But Michelle was, I'm sure of myself. I'm ready. I'm very ready to actually start up a new song. It is me feeling what I'm feeling. Like, it is me feeling, so she could express herself without fears. more that when I was small, when I was her age, when I was 4, I don't have that kind of boldness. And then I was actually determined to actually pass on such boldness to children, and especially my own children. When I actually start having one, that I would actually want them to be this bold, to be unapologetically themselves, and that actually helped her to achieve all she really achieved in life. Not handling things with fear, but handling things with boldness and actually with perseverance. With let's know the outcome. That attitude of I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna know the outcome. Let's know the outcome. This is the way I'm feeling, and this is where I'm gonna say the things. As I'm gonna say things the way they are, I'm gonna say things through my feelings. So yeah, and also another beautiful encounter I had with the book, and I felt so pleased with this, is the way she was trained by her mom. You know, I felt something different about her own training. I felt this is actually a lifestyle I'm gonna borrow for my own kids. The reason I say this is because her mother, her father, gave her, not just her, herself and Craig, her brother, the whole opportunity to be themselves, the whole opportunity to bring out who they are. They were not being shut up. They were not being bottled up. You know, they were not being shut out of being who they are. So they were allowed. They were given that hand. They were given that platform to be who they are without hiding anything within them. Then I had to compare that scenario with our African training here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna say this right now. Of course, I know that most of us must have been seeing things about African moms on the internet and how African moms actually train us and all of that to be very respectful. And most of the time they shut us off from really being ourselves. They shut us off from bringing out who we are. And most of the times our parents don't know who we are. They actually don't know who we are, because we come home and we be who they want us to be, because this is the way they really want to train us. This is the way they want to shape in us. This is what they want us to do. So we're just like robots doing what they want us to do. And not just African mom. I know it's probably maybe some moms in American and all of that. I'm just saying generally, some moms are like that, and this child cannot bring out their full potentials in the house. And even if they have any bad friends, bad gangs, you wouldn't really know, because they won't talk to you. You didn't really make them your friends. And when they get out there, they do things that you on your own would not even imagine your child doing. Okay? And you hear some things about your child for the first time from people outside, and that's so awkward for a mother to hear some things from outsiders for the first time about their own children. So it's more like saying red card, you're not a good mom. Yeah. So but then her own mother gave them the opportunity, and that was like a platform for them to get too close to their mom. They weren't hiding anything basically from their parents, because they were able to be themselves around them. And a particular event struck me when Michelle's mom and Craig's mom, obviously, Craig actually had to go see one of his female friends, and the female friend, at that time, he was actually going to see the girl. Her parents weren't around, just the both of them, and he shrieked a little bit, telling the mom about this, because he was thinking the mom would actually disapprove of it. But then when he said it out, I'm going to see my friend, and of course a female, and the parents won't be around. When the mom get to learn about this, she didn't disagree, and she didn't also agree, as usual. Like, she would always allow the decision to be fully based on the children. So she's not gonna say yes, no, but she's always trying to train the children to use their own senses, their initiative, their feelings, to make a decision. So making a decision is actually a very hard part in life. It's a test that you would continually pass through all your life, and that is a very, very tough thing to do. But they started learning how to make decisions from child, like from very little. They started making decisions. Basically, most children, including myself, weren't able to make decisions from child. We don't even know how to think, because all our thinking and all our decision making was solely based on our parents and actually those older than us and those taking care of us. You probably start making your own decisions maybe when you're already an adult and all of that, and most of the time you're not bottled up to being who you've been formed to be, and not really being yourself. And before you land on reality, trying to really be yourself, trying to really bring the who you are outside the world, trying to find your potentials and all of that, you're probably hitting 20 something, mid 20s, or probably some people early 20s, mid 20s or so. That's when you're now like, okay, this is who I am. So I got trained by their training, and I'm like, I'm gonna be this kind of mom to my children. I'm gonna be this kind of mom to my children. Yes, I'm gonna be that mom that I won't bottle my children up, and I will not make them confined in a particular kind of lifestyle or training. Don't get me wrong. You're actually gonna be corrected when you do wrong, and you're going to be shaped into doing the right things. But you can actually make someone like be who you want them to be. Like, I just allow them to freelancers. Just live your life, okay? Live your life in the way that I just want to get to know you, because they are obviously another humans. They are obviously another human. So I just want to get to know you as another human. Yeah, I know you're my child, but I want to get to know you as another human, okay? And get to know what you're capable of doing. Get to know what you're thinking inside. I want to be your best friend. That's the best approach.
Another part of her life that really struck me the most is seeing that she was already done with she was done with high school, she was done with college, she had started working. She started working in a law firm, making good money before she started dating for marriage. And that scenario made me relate to some other persons that I know personally that also did the same thing. They finished college, they started working, getting good paid before they started thinking of marriage. They've already made a path for themselves, They've made a path for themselves. They're earning good pay. And I'm like, this is really beautiful. I know there are persons who actually got married while in college, and are actually not. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying it's a part that really got me, and I was like, okay, it's really very beautiful to. Excuse me. It's really very beautiful to have a path for yourself, before you actually get married. Like, you already have a life. You're done with school. You're done with school. You have a job, and you're being paid beautifully. You can take care of yourself basically before you actually get into, because marriage is actually a very deep something. It's very deep, deeper than just the beautiful love we see everywhere. It's deeper than than the shallow stuff. So handling getting a career path, schooling, and all of those rigid things with marriage is really very, very tedious and contrasting. Like, you probably definitely have to sacrifice one for one. So, but then if you're already done with school and you've already started working and getting paid, you already have a career path, you already have a life before marriage comes. I think it's easier to actually navigate through marriage that way, focusing on just family and work rather than trying to get a life, being in school. And also, so I know those that actually did that and it worked so well for them, and Michelle also did that, and I was like, okay, I think this is beautiful. Like, this is actually a path I'm gonna follow. Yeah, so it struck me, and I actually love that part. Wondering why I'm having another outfit and in another location. Yes, it's night over here, man. I love playing, don't mind me. It's night over here, and I thought of finishing the video I started. Yeah, I didn't finish it then, but of course, there's no protocol to things, right? There's no protocol to filming a video. As long as you get it done and you get your point out there. There's really no protocol to filming a video. There's no point being too hard on myself. And I was like, let me just finish the review that I already started in the afternoon. Okay, talking about the experience I had, my personal experience reading the book, Becoming. My personal experience is really, no, I felt like it was really Michelle telling me her life story personally. This is just her carrying me all through her life, you know. There are some points that was really, really very significant to me. At the point I was like, I'm not really sure I'm going to really endure all of these things, you know, for my family. She really passed through a lot of endurance, you know, and being with the girls all by herself for those while Obama wasn't around, you know. I really cherished the courage. At the point I was like, this is really just not a book, but it's really more than a book to me, and I think it's more like a personal, a family guide. I felt that way. I felt that way. I felt like it's more like a family guide because there's really a lot of things to learn from this Obama's family, and looking at all the all the things they really been through together. You know, it's really a nice book that everybody should really pick up and read. You know, and I see the spirit of never giving up kind of attitude in Obama. He was able to, you know, who would really even think that one day an African American person become a president of the United States, you know, who would really, really think of that? But this is the result of believing in your dreams. This is a result of um, really having those big dreams and believing in it that it's really come true. And he's really a product of his dreams. He's really, really a product of his dreams. And his wife actually supported and stood by him. And yeah, it's I really enjoyed knowing more about her. I enjoyed knowing more about Michelle Obama. Reading the book, Becoming, I've really learned things from it. My biggest getaways from the book is having the dreams, making big dreams, and believing in them. Believing in them. Do not handle your dreams with fear, because if you do it with fear, you will definitely fail and you'll fall out of line. So have your dreams, work towards them, and have that faith that you would actually hit the goal. I saw these particular aspects boldly in their lives, and that really played out well. Then I'd also say that it was really great the courage of Michelle Obama to see her very loved ones die, and you know, at the point I really wanted to cry. The people were reading. I really This is the first book that I would read and have my eyes watered. This is the first book that I would read and sincerely have my eyes watered. I felt this is not a made up story. This is real. This is happening to humans. I felt that emotions. I took it personally. So seeing them go, seeing them die, and just it was really, really something that it's very touching. And yet they were really on a big mission. And while on this mission, people are dropping dead, people close to you, people dear to you were just passing out, and yet you still had that courage to move on. Wow, wow, really. So basically, I'd say that the book made me strong. Yeah, the book really made me strong. And I'm thanking Michelle Obama for carrying us, um, carrying us with her throughout this journey. It was really an amazing experience. I would want to know what life after the White House is. I know she said something about that, the life after White House and all, but I would still want to know, like, let her write a volume two of this book. We would really want to read it. Like, what is it like to be an ex first lady to date? She just update us. You know, I'm actually like her, not liking politics, and you know, always saying that I don't want to be a first lady.
Like I've always had that thought in my mind from when I was little. I don't want to be a first lady. I don't like politicians. I don't like politics. I don't want to be a first lady. You know. Sometimes people are like, "What do you want to be? Do you want to be a first?" I'm like, "First lady? No." At first, I never knew what first lady was. I had to ask, and I would be the wife of the president of the country. Like, nah, I don't like it because I've always had that insight from young that you don't have time for their families. You hardly see them around, and I don't even know what really made me that wise when I was small. I don't know how I was that wise, but I was able to really know that I don't really want that path for myself. And yeah, Misha also don't want that path for herself, but she really ended up in that path and she played it out very perfectly. So that's all I can actually say about the book Becoming. That's all I can say about it. Yeah, guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you actually enjoyed it. I really hope you really enjoyed it because I feel I broke all protocols. Make the video in the afternoon, making it nice and just talking so casually. Yeah. So please tell me in the comment section what you feel about the video. If you've read it, Becoming, I think Becoming is really it's a popular book. Most people have actually read it. So what was the experience reading Becoming? I would want to share your personal experiences with you. Yeah, tell me what it was like for you reading Becoming. I really had to read this because I've had it in my mind to read it for a very long time, and I just had to pull the trigger to read it. And I'm really happy I did pull that trigger. See you on my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button, join the family. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.